Hello everyone, this is Fyodor back here with another video. I know I've been wanting to do some magic tricks, but unfortunately I haven't gotten around to anything like that. But today I have a different video, one that really I'd rather not have to do, but unfortunately I have to do it. And that is a Kickstarter Hall of Fame induction. The reason for the Hall of Fame induction videos is to, let people know, let the world know about these Kickstarter creators who screw over backers and don't do their part. And today's inductee is this one right here. I don't know if you can read it. There we go. Fyodor Krasniy, also apparently known as Fyodor Valiev. That's the name that's on his profile, and business name Madison T. Their website MadisonT.com. Last I checked, was not working. This is for the deck, the Tea Time Silhouette playing cards, which was funded July of 2015 on Kickstarter. They it was funded in July. They had plans to deliver it in August or September of that same year, which is pretty unreasonable and unrealistic. They reached over $9,000 from a $4,700 goal. That's Australian money. Apparently they had an update that it was printed in September and its shipping was starting at the end of that month or early October. Then there was a weird update in November posted by a friend of his named Eric, who said that there was he noticed, I don't know how he noticed how he was logging onto Fyodor's account, but apparently he noticed that there was lots of unanswered comments and a lack of updates and a pause in activity, so he decided to make an update on that. Claims that he was assisting his friend, that he was going to be out of the country for 2 weeks, and so for 2 weeks his own assistance and communication to his friend was going to be limited, and that he updated that the majority had been shipped and more is shipping. And blah blah blah. He did say that the artist, I don't know if that's his friend or if it's somebody else, that his friend was having unexpected expenses and stresses from the project, and that caused some crippling anxieties, whatever that means. You see, I've heard this too much from Kickstarter projects, and it's getting a little bit ridiculous. Then there was, that was in November of last year, a year ago. There was an update in January. Claiming that he had talked to Fyodor a week before and that he had transferred money to gamblers who will be handling the vast majority of fulfillment, which really contradicts what had been posted in a previous update where most of the packages had been shipped off, and now they're saying otherwise. And he is planning to catch up with the creator to work on the rest of the rewards and stuff like that. Apparently they couldn't even ship digital rewards properly. People are having issues with that. There was a second update in January that was apparently made before that first one, but they had forgotten to post it. And that was that things were shipping and so forth. The last update, there was nothing between January and in June. The last update they had was in June. There was apologies claiming that the horse has been brought back under control and production is on schedule. What production? I thought it was done already in shipping. This is from another person, David, the new communications manager for Anderson T. They need a communications manager for a project on Kickstarter? I really don't think so. To me, it seems like the creator has really, Fyodor, really dropped the ball on this project. And instead of even manning up and taking responsibility, he's sending other people to deal with the crap, or pretending to be other people to deal with the crap. Apparently he was left to do the work of free men. Alright. I don't see... I mean, there's lots of creators, do stuff by themselves. Or to get friends to help. I'm sure he could have found somebody else to help if he really needed help. Apparently they also had unexpected import tax of $1,500. When you go on a project, make sure you find out all the fees and taxes and stuff before you launch a project, so that you're going to make sure you're going to have enough money. This is really, there's no excuse for it. It happened, nothing could be done about it. Apparently he was embarrassed by the whole situation, so he started using his own personal income to cover that, which is his responsibility to do, so kudos to that. And apparently they were taking a new distribution company. I thought Gambler's Warehouse was distributing stuff, and also purchasing equipment to manufacture a greater quantity of cards in their workshop, and card production continues to schedule. What? I don't understand that. They posted updates months before this that things were produced and they were shipping. Now all of a sudden they're producing more stuff and they're doing it in-house, and they got taxes. And why is the creator not saying anything himself? Why is he going through other people? It just seems really bizarre, really weird. There's been no updates since that, so that's 5 months now and counting, with 0 updates. I've read the comments. There are backers still waiting for stuff. We're kind of giving up hope, getting pissed off, and rightfully so. And and that's that. I do know the deck remains available through Gambler's Warehouse, who was doing fulfillment. I don't know if they're not doing fulfillment anymore or why. And I do know some people did receive the decks, as by comments that were posted up until January or February of this year. But since that time, I've only seen comments from several people that are still waiting for stuff and are not happy. They're unhappy or unfulfilled. So yeah. Unreasonable, unaccepted deadline for the project, a month or 2 after it ends. It's not going to happen. Not figuring out all the taxes and costs beforehand. Sending other people to deal with backers instead of dealing with yourself. And lack of communication. You, sir, have been inducted at the Kickstarter Hall of Fame along with your friends. And your whole company, like I said, the website does not seem to exist, does not work, and I really don't know what's going on with this project. I'm glad I didn't back it. It wasn't really my cup of tea. No pun intended. Or maybe it is intended. But it wasn't my cup of tea. And if anyone is interested, obviously you can get it from Gambler's Warehouse, playingcards.net. But keep in mind the creator has really dropped the ball on this one, and so he's in the Kickstarter Hall of Fame. That is what I've got for now. Let me know what you think, comment, rate, subscribe, and if you've got any creators, any projects, especially specifically playing card related, that have screwed you over, that I haven't mentioned already in my couple of dozen of videos that I've done already, or almost 30, probably almost 30 inductions by now that I've done to the Hall of Fame. If you know any creators that deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, let me know. I'll check them out and I'll expose them. That's what this is all about. Exposing jerks who scam people and don't do their part, don't do what they're supposed to. And I've been doing that for some time, and I will continue to do it as long as it's needed. I just hope that one day it will not be needed, but it continues to happen. Anyway, at least it's happening a lot less. Anyway, that's all I've got. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.